So I am here today to talk to you guys a little bit about money. And I want to give you 3 basic things to start to look at in your life to cultivate more prosperity. So money is a gigantic topic. There's so much to cover. These 3 things that I'm going to teach you today are things that are actually very, very powerful when you start to dive really deep into them. So they're the 3 things that I feel like you should start to work with as a starting point to start to cultivate more money. The first is limiting beliefs. So limiting beliefs is probably the biggest aspect of having any kind of lack of money, lack of resources. So limiting beliefs show up in so many different ways. A big one is that we have to work really, really hard for a little bit of money. Maybe we feel like money is like evil, or these kinds of things like money doesn't grow on trees, there's not enough, any sort of scarcity mentality. So go back and take a look at the way that you were raised and start to check in and see, what your parents' beliefs around money are. And start to ask yourself, is this really true? See if you can start to create some space around your beliefs and start to work with what other people who are actually making really good money and don't really ever seem to have money as an issue, what are their beliefs around money? And see if you can start to pinpoint some of the things that are really holding you back. The second is a really simple one, but compliments. So notice, are you able to receive a compliment really well? If somebody compliments, your shoes, do you sort of dismiss it and say like, oh, I got them at Target? Or do you say thank you and really embrace and receive that compliment? Do you give out compliments easily? So compliments are a really easy way to start to notice exchange. So that's really what money is. Money is an exchange of energy. We're really looking to kind of have this flow be nice and easy, nice and simple, and compliments are a really great way to start to work with it instead of dealing with, money itself. And then the third thing that I'm going to have you start to look into in your life is your language. And this is huge. When I started to pay attention to the way that I was speaking around money, I was really shocked actually at how much I didn't really trust that more was coming in. So say like I had landed a big project, or a bunch of clients came in, or I'd had a really great week or a really great month and I was talking about it to a friend, I would say it in a way that didn't really validate what had happened because I was afraid that it wasn't going to continue. So I really wasn't trusting in the abundance of the universe. I wasn't trusting that I'm going to continue to cultivate more, that the universe is really always has my back. So if you find yourself saying things like, I'm broke, really pay attention to that, because that's the message that you're sending out in the world, and that's what you're feeling within yourself. So even if it doesn't feel true to say something otherwise, like I'm rich or whatever, just start to drop saying that. Don't allow the habit of saying these kinds of things that are huge limitations for us to continue. So start to really work with that. Pay really, really, really close attention to your language. If you don't yet feel comfortable saying things that are a little bit more positive about your relationship to money, then just simply stop talking about the negative. Just don't allow yourself to voice it. And as soon as you notice that you're about to do it, just pause and maybe bring your awareness to something positive. Maybe focus on being grateful for what you do have and bringing your awareness to the good in your own life. So start with those 3 things. Really, really, really diligently work with them. Maybe even do some writing exercises around it, especially number 1, looking into your family and asking some big questions around that. Allow there to be a lot of space. If you are feeling a lot of emotion, if you're feeling anger or resistance, if you want to tell me off right now, that's usually a sign that you've got some really big limitations in terms of your beliefs around money. So there's a lot of work to be done, but it's totally doable. I've worked through all of these things myself. It's been completely transformative. My relationship to money is so different than it ever was before. So keep on working with it. I'm going to have some more videos about money in the future. And if you go ahead and check out the link in the description, I have an article for you as well about money that should also help and serve you. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.